guys, it's Chris from Steeda, and this weekend we're at Sebring International Raceway. Now, aside from this beautiful C8 Corvette next to me, we're actually here testing our number 20 yellow car and Q350 EcoBoost. We have Glenn piloting the number 20 yellow car and Jamie behind the wheel of the Q350 EcoBoost. Now, it's a rough track. It's definitely testing the suspension to the max. Glenn's very familiar with Sebring. However, Jamie, this is his first time out. So we're really excited to see how things turn out with Jamie behind the wheel here at Sebring. Now, this event's a little bit different from what we normally race in with the SCCA sanctioned events. This time around, it's with NASA, time trials, and HPDE. These are 20 to 25 minute time sessions, meaning that it's all about the fastest lap. That doesn't mean you need to run full bore the entire session. You really just need to get that hero run that gets you at the top of the class. Now, one thing I will mention is in the pits, we have seen a ton of Mustangs here, way more than we actually expected. So it's really awesome to see the Mustang community is getting out there and racing their cars. That's what it's all about. Now, Glenn and Jamie will catch up with you later about how their runs felt, how the car felt out on track, and their overall experience here at the NASA time trials and HPDE here at Sebring International Raceway.
How you doing? I'm Glenn Vitale, and we're here today at Sebring International Raceway running with NASA. We're running the 20 car today in the TT2 class, which is short for Time Trial 2. We're having a lot of fun trying to outrun some Corvettes today, and hopefully tomorrow as well. Came up a little shy today, about 3 seconds off the pace of the Corvettes. There's some really fast, lightweight Corvettes here, but hopefully tomorrow we can bring a little bit more to the table and get them tomorrow. The car was running awesome. I had a lot of fun chasing down some Corvettes. We got a ZR1, that was really cool. And unfortunately, the last session, because every session we go out, we try making the car faster and faster and faster. Well, we got a little greedy on the last session, our third time trial session. We're shedding weight as much as we could because, as everyone knows, weight is the enemy of performance. So for the last session, every time we went across the scales, we were a little heavy, a little heavy. So we kept shedding weight to bring the car down to the minimum weight that we had to be for this car. And of course, wouldn't you know it, the last session, we were 2 pounds underweight for the group. So we got disqualified from the last session. It stinks, but at the end, it is what it is. As a driver, you're constantly always worried about your machine, keeping it in good shape for the next session. And for us, in this particular weekend, I'm also concerned about keeping it in good shape for Dario next weekend, because he's running an SCCA next weekend for the SARC Championship. So I want to make sure I give him a good car. I don't want to burn the car down this weekend chasing after these Corvettes, but that doesn't mean we're still not going to try tomorrow. We still happen to be, I think, one of the fastest Mustangs here. I haven't looked at the lap times for everyone else yet, but I'm pretty confident that the old 20 car here was one of the fastest S550s and Mustang in general this weekend. So I'm really happy with that performance. We were still slower than the Corvettes, but we're going to work on that, like I said, tomorrow, and hopefully when we come back tomorrow, we'll be even faster.
Hey guys, this is Jamie Bell from Steeda Autosports. We're at Sebring International Raceway this morning, testing out some NASA action. We've got cars that running in TT2 and HPDE classes. This weekend, we're testing out springs and sway bar settings on our 2015 EcoBoost. We're running it in HPDE class. This is my first time driving at Sebring. I've been here many times crewing on our 2015 P1 SCCA car, but this is my first time actually driving the course. We had some elevated oil temperature issues yesterday that we weren't expecting. We worked on that last night to see if we could cure that. For today's competition, we're going to run a couple more sessions this morning and see how things work out. Hopefully we have the oil temperatures under control. Despite the elevated oil temperatures, the car performed very well. The brakes were extremely good all day. The handling was consistent, and very neutral and balanced. So we're going to go out this morning and see if we can push it a little bit harder and see if we can get some better lap times.
Hi, I'm Glenn Vitale, and we're here at Sebring International Raceway on a Sunday, finishing up our time trial runs. We had a pretty decent weekend. Our best time this weekend was a 220 point something or other. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it was a good time. So today, the Corvette that we've been chasing all weekend long had a coolant issue, and he blew a radiator hose, which ended his day early and gave us the win. We were 2.5, 3 seconds off his lap time. Hope to catch that with a few more little tweaks and adjustments to the 20 car, and I think we'll be able to get down to that lap time eventually. So the time trial stuff was a little new to us this weekend, because usually we do the actual races where you're got to beat the guy next to you to the finish line. Time trial, all that matters is the best time. So when you're running looking for the best time, all you have to do is just do one lap. That's it. Where in a race you have to do multiple laps and you have to stay at a constant speed faster than your competitors. It was interesting doing that this weekend. It was a new experience because all we had to worry about was just doing one quick lap. That made it very interesting because I was able to adjust the car so that it was fast for just one lap, where usually when we run this car, we have to be fast for 30 minutes to an hour and a half to 3 hours at a time. So that was a new dynamic for us to learn, and we're getting better at it. Time trials definitely make it a little bit easier on the driver because you're not in the car as long as you are, say, a regular race. So I'm happy to bring the car back in one piece because Dario next weekend is going to be running this car at Palm Beach International Raceway for an SCCA event. So it was very important to bring this car back to the shop in one piece so we don't have to do any extra work, because one of the key things we're going to be doing this week is we're going to be switching this car from the 101 octane that we run now to corn fuel, E85. And we hope to be making a lot more horsepower. Stay tuned for that. We'll give you more updates on that.
Hey, this is Jamie Bell with Steeda Autosports at Sebring International Raceway. As you can tell, the weather has turned a little bit wet and going to continue to be wet, so we're done for the weekend. But the cooling system improvements we made last night helped our oil cooler issue, and we were able to run our sessions today without any issues. The car speed was a lot quicker, the car was a lot easier to drive, so it made for improved lap times. Our adjustments to the chassis that we made last night and this morning helped as well on making the car easier to drive. Able to take the bumps of the track a little bit better, and as I got more familiar with the course layout and the turn progression, I got more comfortable and my times went down accordingly. So we are looking forward to coming back and doing some more time trials with NASA in the future. We got some things to sort out with the car, but all in all, I think we did pretty well this weekend.
Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you want to see cool racing coverage with both NASA and SCCA down here in the Southeast. If you're looking to get into time trials, HPD with NASA or SCCA, feel free to comment below, ask us a question. We'll be happy to reply back. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and throw us a like, and don't forget the most important thing, speed matters.